Alright, so what's up YouTube? Today's video, we're supposed to be installing this, but unfortunately it didn't work. Alright, so the FP4 did not work. As you can see, we went with the FP3. What happened was, I'll give you all the details later, but basically Vance and Hines sent us a brand new FP3 since our FP4 didn't work. All I did was zip tie it in place here underneath the battery cover. Here's the plug, which was down in here. Pulled it up here, snapped it into place. Bingo, bango, bongo, and that part is done. The next thing we do is we download the app. So once you go to Vance and Hines and you download the app, this is what it looks like. First time you open it up, this is what it looks like. The next step is you'll come up here, you'll turn your bike to accessories, run switch on, and you'll start seeing some lights start to pop up. It's thinking about stuff. Go to our Bluetooth settings. We're going to look for whatever this thing's called. There it is. VIN. It's got a VIN number. Connect. Connecting to device. Maybe. There we go. Connected to the device. Open up the fuel pack. It's connected. It's going to check for firmware. Install now. Transferring firmware. Okay. So we've got generic. Typical slip-ons. Standard baffle. Stop motor. Okay, so now, I guess it's that easy. Alright, so I've got about an hour. We're going to go out and road test this new Vance Hines Fuelpak FP3. So while we do it, I'm getting my first impressions. Let me give you the full story on what happened with the FP4. Okay, so I get the FP4 in, it comes in, all pumped and excited. And I go to install it. I open the box, I plug it in. Everything looks good. Plug it in, it clicks. And the FP4 is supposed to have an auto detect for Bluetooth. You should be able to just basically open the app and it will connect and all that. But when I would open the app, it would say VH FP4-4 found, not connected. And there was nothing you could click. There was no way to select, okay, you know, manually connected or anything like that. There was no buttons on that screen. So of course, you know, the first thing I did was go into the Bluetooth settings and try to manually connect it that way, and just look for it and connect to it. And I would go to that and click on it, and it would try to connect but never connect. So the next thing I did was I researched it quite a bit on the internet, and the next step is just to delete the app completely and reinstall it. So I did that. I deleted the app, reinstalled it. No help, did the exact same thing. So I deleted the app, restarted the phone, went through the same process again, still didn't work. I thought, well, okay, I've got an iPhone 11. I don't know, it's a couple years old. Maybe it's got something to do with that, I don't know. So I got my daughter's phone. My daughter has an iPhone 13. So I got her phone, installed the app on her phone, and tried it. Same exact thing. So I deleted everything. I tried it one more time with my phone, and this time I made sure there was no Wi-Fi. I mean, I made sure nothing else was connected. I wasn't on Wi-Fi. I wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary. It was just basically the Bluetooth trying to connect, and it never would connect. First opportunity I got to call Vance Hines for support. Use the support on the app. There's a button that leads you straight to a phone number. I called it. First time I called, it was earlier in the morning, wasn't on hold very long, a minute or two. The guy basically couldn't do anything unless I was right beside the bike, and at that point I wasn't. He kind of gave me some ideas, the same steps basically to do. So I did go home and try those again, and I called from right beside the app. That time I was on hold for like 12 minutes, and I said, man, can't hold all day. So I hung up, went and did my thing. The next day I come back and I finally get a hold of him. This time I was on hold for a minute or two, not very long. This is when I spoke with Jake. Jake basically, you know, he kind of gave me all the same steps that he basically gave me all the same steps that I had tried, that I researched and all that stuff, but he was asking me the questions, you know, what's the screen saying now, what's it doing now, do you have this, do you have that? And, you know, and I told him that I had been wanting to just get an FP3, but Revzilla didn't have any. They were discontinuing, just selling the 4s, so he sent me an FP3 every night. He said sometimes, you know, sometimes that will happen. Not very often, but occasionally it will happen. So that's where we're at. Now we've got the FP3 on here, and this is our first real ride test of it. We've got some curvier roads down this way, and a little bit longer straight stretches. We've got some different types of roads. So we're gonna go this way. I have to go get a shirt, but we'll ride around some curves and check some things out. When I get back home, I'm probably going to show you guys how I set this stuff up. This was really neat. It's pretty easy to do. I'll go over that a little bit later on how to set that up. But right now, we're going to just ride, and I'll let you know about my thoughts here in just a little bit. just kind of like a neighborhood type area through some back streets downtown, riding it through this type of area. So we've done back roads, kind of curvy scenic roads. Now we're going to do some city stuff, town stuff, but not really city. We'll see how it does going through downtown up here. We'll see how it does going through there, and then we're going to shoot up on the highway because I got to go over to Walmart and pick up a shirt. So we'll go do that. But so far so good. I haven't been able to make it do the decel pop at all, and that used to be, I mean, it was like almost always there. It was there all the time, and I haven't been able to get that at all out of it. So far so good. I will say this too, it definitely feels more responsive. It definitely feels like throttle's there. I feel like that I had lost some when I went to the slip-ons, lost some responsiveness, maybe lost some torque and some horsepower and all that, and I feel like this gained it back and then some. It's just, you really can feel it. It's a big difference. Final thoughts on the Vance Hines FP3. Man, I am a huge fan. I have taken this thing on highways and back roads and city driving and neighborhoods and basically parking lots, and I mean anything I could think of. I've basically made the whole run here, and I haven't been able to get it to do that decel pop, no matter how hard I try. It feels like it is more responsive, has more get up and go than what it had before. It actually feels like it's got more than what it had when it came from the factory, with the factory exhaust on it. I honestly feel like the sound is actually a little bit better and crisper. You know, just overall, just about feels like a different bike. It's that much better. I think it was that much of an improvement. I don't think that I realized how much of a hit it took when I put the slip-ons on. I don't think I realized how much it took off of it, and then adding this back to it, it's night and day difference. I mean, it is absolutely a must-have. As a matter of fact, if you're doing slip-ons, if you're doing any type of exhaust or air thing, I kind of recommend this first. I mean, if I had it to do over again, I might have went with this first, at least done it at the same time. So that's my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, watch some of my other videos. Come check out some of the rides that I take. If you want If you put down in the comments, I can send you maybe a map or something of some of the rides I take, or if you ever want to go for them. Anyway, thanks for watching. CPO.